Wuwa is collabing with Chinese National Geography. Whoa. Yo, we ain't a game. We a whole damn new species at this point. Wuthering Waves has just announced some insane stuff. If you're unaware, the English version of the livestream will happen tomorrow, but for CN and JP side of things, they've already had their livestream. Luckily for you, I know one of those languages, so I am here to translate and summarize everything that they've announced on the livestream so far. Trust me, it is insane. You don't want to miss this. Let's just go ahead and start. The livestream showed us a new PV first, which shows new character, new bosses, and segments of newer stories. You can look at the animation I have on screen right now, which is recorded directly from the CN side of the live stream. From the animation, you can see as well there's new maps or areas that's gonna be introduced to the game, which is fairly normal. Next up, they showed us new content animations and character story / main story teaser as well, which looks absolutely epic. The kicker for me is that they also showcase Yinlin as well. They tease Yinlin basically. Yinlin was around, and when I see Yinlin around, I get excited, right? So I saw Yinlin in the teaser. It's gonna be a good time. It's happening. I'm gonna show as much animation as I can, but there are a lot. So if you want to watch everything, do wait for the live stream tomorrow, but I'll just try and keep like the important parts in. In the same animation, they did show us a new boss fight with its animations as well, and a new version of Rover, the main character, that shows that she has a black wing attached to her back. Oh my god, we're gonna get a new version probably, or a new skin. Not sure what it is, but Rover is gonna get an upgrade of some sort, aesthetically or maybe functionally. And that is not all. At the end of that whole epic fight scene with the boss, they also teased a pet, or that's why I assumed it to be. Nobody clarified what it is. A few hosts were like, yo, wait, hold on, what is that? Oh, you know, they're cooking out the hype. They're trying to be serious, but yes, do expect some sort of like this creature that's gonna follow along in the story somehow. Not sure how, but we'll see. Moving on next, they have dropped the bombshell on the updates for the main quest, which they're dropping chapter 5 and 6. Now in the CBT, only up to chapter 4 can you play. Now there's new chapters, chapter 5 and 6, but the main thing is they've showed new characters, at least the drawing of them. Look at them. Both of them looks like ginormous red flags, but oh, I'm gonna fall into that trap. I don't care. They've then announced new character story, which similar to Ganshin and Honkai Star Rail, each character have their own story mission. We're gonna get Jian, we're gonna get Ling Yang, and we're gonna get Yinlin. For the story readers, this will be hype. This will be really good. After that, they also showed us a new map, which was not in the beta, and from the looks of things, it looks like a demonic stone-filled area. And in the same segment, they also showed us a combat scene with the new boss and some new boss animations as well. They also go over an introduction of what the boss names is, which from straight translating, it means irrational person. It's straight translation. It's not gonna be a straight translation in game, okay? And once they finished covering the new content, new bosses, and story as well, they moved on to more improvement-based showcase in the live stream. The first thing that they've tried to optimize based on our feedback are the combat, which the first thing I want to point out is that, damn, Kuro Games are really listening. In the live stream, they showcase a lot of combat and echo-related functioning that we all already know, but before we had feedback where the hits of your characters do, it doesn't really feel like it's hitting. They've mentioned they've improved special effects, they improved sound effects, and they even added some animations to make it look more fleshed out. Like when you kill an enemy, they have an animation, especially in the boss. If you parry a boss, they'll have a responding animation as well. These are the small stuff they've added to make the combat more engaging. There's also the performance related stuff where they are trying to optimize the FPS and all of that, you know. Normal game stuff, you're always trying to make your game smooth. The fact that they are telling us that on the live stream means they're truly grinding it out, fixing their game, right? Very good from Kuro. I fucking love that. Now that they've covered the combat, right? They've improved a lot of things that we want happen in the game. We also mentioned stuff about the echoes, and in fact, echoes is one of the big issues that we have in Wuthering Waves. People are worried that the grind fest of getting a good echo will be too much, right? So for the next part of the live stream, they showed us, you know, the normal echo stuff. You can transform into them, you can travel as them for a bit. But before we get to the things that they optimize, we have something new. They have added echo skins where you can customize them freely if you get them. So a dancing tortoise can now be white colored. What's the word called? Albino? Yeah, albino tortoise. Or maybe there's a green colored skin, a green colored variant. You can just make it an actual tortoise. But those are just the aesthetic side, which, hey, good addition, right? Now we move to the next segment of the live stream, which the host mentions that we have a lot of feedbacks regarding how to improve it, and they are listening, and they've come up with a few ways to optimize them. They mentioned 5 big optimization, and I'm gonna go through all of them for you guys, okay? The first one is that they are combining the stage where you earn echo upgrade materials with Tacet Fields as well for the same amount of energy. Let me explain that to you, right? So before we have a separate mode that you need to earn in order to like get upgrade materials for your echoes, they have merged that mode into Tacet Fields, which Tacet Fields before is only a mode where you can obtain some echoes. After merging them, you still only have to spend 60 energy to clear like a wave, and you get basically 2 rewards, right? 2 rewards in one. So this is insanely good for echo farming, which is what we complained before. Echo farming may be too redundant. They are really trying to put effort to fix it, and I think this is beautiful for anyone. And that's just the first bit. Second, Tacet Fields reset time has been reduced, and they also cut off redundant animations here and there. To put it bluntly, you can farm more now. You get more echoes and more resources for less grind time. Very good. And the third ecosystem optimization that they have came up with is the new echo fusion system. This was not in the game before. You can combine 5 of the echoes that you're not using and get up to 2. You can get 1 or 2 echoes at random by sacrificing 5. Again, we're complaining that grinding for echoes is just RNG grind fest. It's annoying. This is just more ways for us to get them really good, right? In the same segment as well, they mentioned that they've added this functionality where if you upgrade an echo with another echo that's already leveled, any surplus EXP and even the tuner as well, we're used to unlock the substats of the previous echo they're trying to feed right now. All of those will be returned to you via a set ratio. Optimization 4 with the ecosystem is that they have added more enemies that can drop echoes in the game. So again, you can farm even more now. Not that you absolutely have to, but they're there for you to kill. Optimization number 5, they've added more events that can give you guaranteed main stat echoes. They are of the high rarity as well. So you want to make sure you participate in any events that they do. Some of them give you guaranteed main stat on echoes. Those are really, really hard to come by, right? Considering the RNG there is. But overall, it's to help people grind less, and I absolutely love it. After that, they've mentioned that they've improved the substat unlocking system of echoes, but they haven't really disclosed it fully on the live stream, but basically expect some changes. That's what I got from it. But yeah, with these 5 main optimizations that they have done based on our feedback, firstly, they're so listening. I fucking love that. And secondly, from the beta, the best way for you to farm echo is not even to do Tacet Fields. You need to actually grind out the map for you to get more echoes. With all these optimizations, especially the one where Tacet Fields and the echo enhancing resources combined, doing Tacet Fields may just be a really easy yet good way for you to farm echoes. So of course, you can still choose to clear out the open world and get more echoes that way, but Tacet Fields is just good as well. Overall, a really good change. Moving on, they also revealed an echo event right now where you just have to scan this QR code on screen to join. But last time I tried, the server got overloaded. I can't even get it. Like, there are way too many people interested in the game. Gosh dang. Moving on, we have the meat and the juices, the rewards. They have this whole segment in live stream where they basically tell us what rewards we'll get. The first one is the pre-registration. Of course, we have 30 million pre-registration, so we get free 20 pulls among other rewards as well. You can claim them in the mail as long as you download the game. But at the end of the live stream, they have additionally announced by the creator of Kuro Games, Solid. He gave us a heartfelt thanks, and for all the supports that we've given them, they have decided to give us all 10 extra standard banner pulls and 10 extra limited banner pulls. So you can get a total of 30 standard pulls now from the pre-registration event as well as this, plus 10 free limited pulls. 40 free pulls. What? Game of the year. It's done, dude. Game of the year. That's the main thing that I got from the reward segment. Moving up next, we have the banner segment. They have finally confirmed the dates of all which the limited banners happen. On release, we'll get Jian's banner. And on the 13th of June, we'll get Yinlin's banner. Note that this is based on China's time zone, because I'm, referring to the Chinese live stream. But the most important thing that you have to note is Jian until Yinlin's banner. In between, it's 3 weeks. So it's pretty similar to other games, right? Moving on with the live stream, they showed us how the standard banner works with the standard weapon banner as well. It mostly works the same. And I'm not sure if this was public info before, but you get to choose whichever 5-star weapon as pity on the standard weapon banner. And of course, to double confirm, there are no 50-50 on the weapon banner, but there are on the character banner. This one, I think a lot of us already know, is still the same for official release. But yeah, for the standard weapon banner, we can choose your own pity. It's basically saying it's 100% chance you get whatever you want as long as you choose them. You can even swap between the 5 standard choices that you have for 5 stars at any time. So if you want the guns, you can get the guns. If you want the sword, you can get the sword. As long as you hit pity, you know exactly what you're gonna get. Game of the year ×2. They then also covered the beginner standard banner, which based on beta, it's exactly the same. For 50 pulls, you get the guaranteed 5-star at random, but they announced that this will be at a discounted price, which is also the same as the beta as well, I believe. You only need to spend 8 8 per 10 pulls. So a total of 40 pulls, you're gonna get your 50 pull worth. Basically, spend 40 pulls, you get pity. Moving up next, they've announced the self-selector banner as well, which we already know. But they also announced the criteria to unlock it, which is by ending your beginner banner first. You need to get your 5-star from the beginner banner, only then the self-selector banner will appear, which works totally fine. You actually don't want to do it the other way around. And hey, I make a vid breaking down what you want to get, so hey, check it out, okay? They then also showed you what you can purchase from the resource you get from summoning as well, which includes some dupes for characters. Very good. And the main takeaway here is they even included the limited banner character. So basically, you can save these resources and buy a limited banner character dupe from these shops. That is absolutely insane. Very good system. And that closes on the banner side of things. They then just showed us a crap ton of free things. Like, it's crazy. Just like the beta as well, they showed us a login event where we get a free Sanhua on the 5th day of logging in, along with some extra free pulls as well. All you gotta do is log in. Very easy. After that is a level up event where at level 45, you get all of them. It's a lot of asteroids. And at the end, you even get a free 5-star weapon selector of your choice. That is crazy again. And then just like CBT as well, we get a free Yuan Wu by completing the Abyss as well. Again, free stuff. I'm taking it. And at this point, they're basically showing us the game modes and various stuff. And most of them are similar to the beta. We have the Depths of Elusive Realm, where you can get like certain buffs and certain echoes for your character and then, you know, beat stages with it. It's akin to like the Simulator Universe from Honkai Star or something similar. You can obtain various rewards from it, like asteroids and even good echoes from there. It's really good. On the topic of modes as well, I'm not sure if this is in the beta, but they showcase a new parkour event. It's not really a mode, I think. It says it's event, which again gives us more free stuff. It's just free. Might as well make Yinlin free, right? Ha! Oh, you wish, bro. Well, with that, we've ended all the big crazy like announcements. After this though, there's still some good announcements. For example, the next segment here, they mentioned that the pre-registration is open and that Wuwa will be available on Apple Mac soon. So Mac user, rejoice, you get to play this game now. They've also announced various other events, which the first of all, right, it's a content creation event, which details will be released soon. They haven't really showed us anything about that. The second one is an IRL event, but it's only available in various places in China. This is the Chinese live stream, so I assume in the English live stream, you may get to see them announcing, you know, events in English countries or several different countries as well. So if you live nearby, yo, hit up their booth for whatever event they're trying to do, right? And then they also flexed on us by showing that Wuwa is collabing with Chinese National Geography. Whoa. Yo, we ain't a game. We a whole damn new species at this point. They're trying to find out what sort of new species would spend 13 hours on the first day of a game's release just to play it, right? Yep, that's me. Yeah, we're trending as a species now, guys. Moving on, they've announced a new EP that will be released soon called the Pioneer Podcast on their socials. Pretty good Yang you got there. And finally, they announced that after the game's release, they'll be running a big official release event with a lot of talented content creators as well to welcome the official release, right? It's gonna be hype. It's gonna be exciting. I'm down to join, and I'm sure you will too. And after that, they showed us new merch as well that will be released soon, like models of the enemies and characters. I need that, Yang, you hear me? God dang! And then there's GBGN. It's just so cute. Oh my god. The final big announcement that they have made is that you get to start pre-downloading the game on 6 p.m. 21st of May, but this is based on China's time zone, so do convert it to your own to know what the time is. They then also mentioned the official release time being 10 a.m. on May 23, which again, China's time zone, so do convert it to your own if you want it now. And at the end of the live stream, is a heartfelt thank you from the creator of Kuro Games, Solon. The gist of what he said is that from the start of the journey till now, they've really listened to all the feedbacks. They are really trying to make a good game for everyone, and they are really touched by the amount of support they've been given. It's a real tearjerker. They even have the sad piano going on in the background. Like, I had tears almost. Legit. But it's also at the end of that whole heartfelt thank you that he announced the free 10 standard and free 10 limited pulls that I reacted by screaming my lungs out. It was still a good time, man. But this is the first time I've seen a game giving again and again, listening to feedback instantly. I always thought like the whole feedback to actual fixing it in game is a long process, but with Kuro Games, it's very instant. They do it really quickly, and that is the whole vibe I got from the live stream. They're trying their very best to make this a good game. It deserves all the hype it gets. For the first time, I will watch a live stream and actually feel touched and kind of connected with the people as well. Like they just look like good people that will spend 13 hours a day playing a game, right? And that will be all for the full summary and translation of the live stream. Those are the gist of things that they've announced. Very hyped for this game. I think it'll be a really good game. And for anyone who's watching this channel, well, I'll be posting a lot more Wuthering Waves content soon. If you like my goofy head, well, why don't you hit that sub button, okay? And yeah, I'll leave all the links involved in the description down below, so if you want anything at all, go ahead and click them, right? And that'll be all for today. A beginner's guide coming soon, so make sure to hit the bell button. Okay, enough of that corporate shit. Take care!